One rainy day, Rinias was taking a train of slate to Crobensgate. He was late due to some failed points. Must be late, he puffed. Down the line, some workmen were inspecting the track with Rusty. They noticed that a fish plate had some loose bolts. They weren't surprised, though. That's the fourth one we've seen so far. We must report these to the thing controller once we get back. Fish plates are an important piece in railway construction. They were made to keep the track connected. Without it, it could create a derailment. While the workmen were inspecting more of the track, Rusty heard a whistle. Oh no! It's Rinias! We must warn him! Driver, blow my horn! So he did. Oh, that's Rusty's horn. Is he in trouble? Bust my boiler, what happened? They soon explained everything. Finally, Rinias and his train were back on the rails with no damage done. Now this train will surely be late. Never mind, Rinias. The best thing is that you're safe. Come on, let's go. Back at the shed, Sir Handel thought Rinias' dilemma was very funny indeed. I thought you of all engines would have known better than Duncan when it comes to rocking and rolling, Rinias. It's not his fault that some bolts had come loose on the spot, snapped Rusty. Just then the thing controller arrived. I've got some news to share regarding the research that the permanent weight team had reported. It turns out that some fish plates need a replacement, as they have been stressed out by the weight of you all and the rolling stock over the years. So before I order the new fish plates, I'll be setting a speed limit, and once they arrive, I'll suspend some services on that section of track. So, Duke, your service shall have to start over at Lakeside once the new fish plates arrive. Understand, sir. Anyway, that is all for today. You all have a good rest now. So for a while the engines had to slow down so a crash can be avoidable. Some engines understand this. But not Sir Handel. Fish plates! Why do we need them for our rails? His driver laughed. Who needs them? You're just being silly, Sir Handel. Well, why do we need them? All that clickety-clack noise is annoying to listen to. You'll find anything to complain about, murmured the driver. A few weeks had passed and the Thing Controller's new fish plates had finally arrived from the mainland. When the lorry arrived, the workmen placed the goods, including the fish plates, into a nearby shed and locked it safely away. Or so they thought.
The next day, the Thing Controller came towards his engines with a policeman.
Everyone, I have some disappointing news to tell you. Last night we've been burgled. Burgled? Gasped the engines. What has been stolen, sir? asked Skarloey worriedly. "Engine parts, rails, and even those new fish plates too. The police are investigating the matter though. I trust that you must remain patient through this difficult time." The engines agreed. This means that the speed limit is still in place, and it began to annoy Sir Handel even further. He had had enough. "I had it with those old fish plates. Stuff the speed limit. I understand your frustration, Sir Handel, but we can't do anything about it until those new fish plates are found." "Fish plates, pah!" Sir Handel puffed beyond the speed limit. Then there was trouble. Luckily no one was hurt, but his driver and fireman were very cross. "Now do you see why fish plates are important?" Sir Handel said nothing, but he uttered, "Yes, sir. Sorry, sir." Later the Thin Controller arrived and saw the commotion. "Luckily I bought those new rails, but with them being missing right now, who knows when we'll repair this track." He sighed, but his luck came sooner than expected. Some roadworks were happening and a lorry pulled up, screeching to a halt. The driver was very disgruntled. "Hey, what are you doing?" "Roadworks, mate. Didn't you see the signs?" "I was in a hurry. The fuzz is on my—" He then stopped, realizing what he had said. "The fuzz? You mean the police?" Back at the yards, Rusty shunted Sir Handel in the shed. Rhenius knew of his dilemma, but when he saw how sorry Sir Handel was, he decided not to tease him. Just then the Thin Controller came to the sheds in a hurry, looking very happy. "Engines! I've got exciting news!" And he explained that the police had found the culprit who had stolen all of the equipment. The engines were very pleased that they blew their whistles and horns happily. Turns out they were rummaging across the railway to look for scrap value. Serves them right for stealing railway property. "Looks like we'll have new rails again," whistled Rhenius. "And those fish plates too," added Sir Handel happily. The engines were startled by what Sir Handel had said, but they can see that Sir Handel now understands why fish plates are very important for a railway.